we have hit the final episode of 2K24 Cartoon Wrestling. And you see the Super Mario Brothers getting a tag team title match against the most dominant tag team in the entire universe mode. Sonic and Tails, your tag team champions. Sonic and Tails, are they going to be the ones that bring us into 2K25 and be the tag team champions? That is the most important question of the day. But also, you know, I do want to give you an update on the switch over to 2K25. We have a lot of creations already made thanks to so many awesome people that make creations, and we are getting ready to make that jump here in, I would say, the next week or two. So I would definitely, you know, stick around. Definitely pay attention to the notifications if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so you know when we make that swap. We got this tag team match going, and let me inform you the rest of the card. We have a Cruiserweight title match between two Family Guy characters. The champ, Stewie Griffin, defends his belt versus Brian the Dog. So that's going to be a absolute, I mean, you ever think you were going to see that? I don't think you ever thought, but you are. Family Guy madness. And then we also have a Krusty Krab Battle Royal. That's going to be inside the Krusty Krab, and there's going to be 8 characters from the SpongeBob show, not including the IC champ Plankton. So whoever wins that is going to face Plankton for the IC championship at a future 2K25 video. Also, the main event, the 2-time former world champ Donald Duck will be getting an opportunity to take on Peter Griffin to try to take back the title that Peter Griffin cashed in and took that title from Donald. So let's turn our attention back to this sweet chin music. Sonic tuned up the band. Luigi didn't like that tune, neither did Mario. He had to get in there and break it up. I mean, he's piecing up Mario. He's not even the tagged in competitor. He said, you know what, you want to break a pin up, I'll just hit you with that. Luigi's like, hey, I'll hit your partner too. Sonic catches the possum move, so Luigi, that obviously backfired tremendously. And now an Alabama slam right on the turnbuckle is what it looked like. Sonic just kind of cranking on that leg of Luigi. I mean, what are you guys looking forward to the most? Because 2K25, you know, there's going to be the introduction of some intergender fights, some intergender matches. Maybe you see some more females. But you got to understand that people have to create them before I can put them in the universe mode. So I can already promise you that I have at least one download at the moment. Sandy from SpongeBob. So Sandy Cheeks the Squirrel is definitely in there in that universe mode, and she'll find her way to a video sometime in the first 3 episodes. And then, wait a minute, Crucifix didn't go for the cover off of that. He decided he wanted to get Sonic in there because Sonic is loaded with a finisher. And also you have an underground match. You have a Bloodline Rules match. You never know if it involves a Clubhouse character. It could be Clubhouse Rules. I don't know. That's what we'll call it for this universe. And now look at this. Luigi kind of has been getting destroyed. Look at the health difference. I mean, Sonic and Tails have all the health they need. Luigi trying to fight back. He needs to get a tag to Mario, like, very urgently. I mean, Sonic and Tails, they've only lost a single tag team match that was clean, and that was to Beavis and Butthead. Which, Beavis and Butthead, they'll be around shortly. There's a lot of, you know, there's definitely some more debuts to come in the future, some returns to this universe coming with 2K25, and I'm not going to give away anything, but maybe I'll just drop a hint. Maybe Donald Duck is not going to be the only duck on the program anymore. You do with that hint like most people do on the internet, you can speculate. But there goes Tails, he falls down. And there goes Sonic. Mario kind of going ham. And you know what? I completely forgot. Look at the referee, Charles Robinson, back after, you know, being out. Okay, Tails. Way to ruin the moment, Tails. Mario possibly looking for, okay, well, never mind, not a tag, but Tails is levitating. He was getting punched so hard he's levitating. That's a good way to try to put him away. Yoshi's in the corner. He hasn't got involved yet. I appreciate it from Yoshi. You don't need to get involved. But Mario stopped Tails from getting a tag. He just kicked up. Please, let me see a tag right here. Let's see what the Mario brothers are cooking. Oh, Luigi elevated into a Meteora. The assist goes to Super Mario. But now, Tails said, no, we got better tag moves. Watch this. Oh no, power bomb, maybe a buckle bomb into an Insiguri. They work together like no other team, that's for sure. I'm curious to see what's next. Sweet Chin music off the mark. Insiguri misses wildly. And I can tell you that 2K25, their gameplay, the AI gameplay, they put a lot of effort into it. You see a lot of crazy stuff. I mean, AI gameplay is already pretty decent on 2K24, but AI gameplay on 25 is next level. It's going to make this universe so much better. And Mario has tagged himself in. There's a new pack of moves, a new set of moves. Sonic just planted Mario. And of course, a lot of DLCs are coming in the future, so when those DLCs come through, you know that this universe is going to be thriving. Look at that power slam. Mario covers Sonic. I can't believe that, you know, this is the season finale, and the season finale ends on 55 episodes. Realize on 2K23, we did only 32 episodes in a year. And meanwhile, on this game, we got 55 episodes in a calendar year. So I appreciate you guys that for all the support for that. And who knows, maybe we'll get 60. I don't know, probably not 60. I'll definitely say for the calendar year of 25 slash, well, maybe, you know, throw in half of 2026. Maybe we'll try to get at least 50 more. I do want to get some regular gameplay videos out, because if you haven't checked it out yet, I did play a Royal Rumble, like with a face cam, and it was an intergender Royal Rumble. It's on my channel. Go check that out. It was super cool. I put a link at the top right. But also, stay tuned just for this episode, because you are going to be doing yourself a disservice if you do not stay for the main event. Oh my god, Luigi might just win the tag team titles. Nope. Sonic broke it up just in time. But then you got Luigi and Mario, possibly another tag. This is a finisher. What did they got in store? Mario, a Claymore zigzag combo. That could do it. Sonic is not able to get in the ring at the moment. Tails kicked out. Very close to having new tag team champions. We've only had 3 tag teams in our history win the belts twice. I mean, Sonic and Tails are 3-time tag champs. Then the Ninja Turtles, Raph and Leo, won it twice. Oh no, Pile Driver. And the other tag team that won the tag belts twice was Beavis and Butthead. So you got to know that Mario and Luigi are trying to join some pretty big names in that side of things. Uh-oh, Mario thrown over the rope into the floor. Tails, he has a finisher. Sonic's got 2 of them. Mario's got 1. Possibly ending it. Never mind, Tails decides he wants to bash his stash into that top turnbuckle. Tails. I think he could have took the opportunity to make a tag finish, but he decides Sonic is going to come in. Mario, oh, he's getting taunted by Sonic. All right. And look at this, flying crossbody. There's a splash on the ground, really, but now Sonic is going to go possibly hit a shooting star press if he can get it in time. Shooting star press. Luigi's got to get in And he does. Luigi he used his opportunity to break a pinfall up, but now it's probably going to be over. Mario, unless he can use resiliency, there's no way he kicks out of a 3D from the tag champs. Hook of the leg to retain. And there's a kick out. The defiant Mario is not going to go down that easily, but Tails has a finisher too. You know what? Do it again very quickly. They decided that they got to hit one more. Knock all the lives out of Mario. Or knock the rings out of him. I think that's over. He has 0 health. Wow. Taking the tag division into 2K25 is going to be Sonic and Tails. Congratulations to these guys. They will be there on that series. And there's going to be some unique challenges for them, but I know they're up for anything. Well, Cruiserweight title. We got to turn to Family Guy business. Brian and Stewie. First time ever that these two superstars have fought. The dynamic is very interesting in this matchup. I mean, Brian's kind of a hefty dog, but you know, he's still in the cruiserweight class. Meanwhile, Stewie is just a baby, but he's very violent and very acrobatic. He also brings a side of him out whenever the opponent calls for it. And you know that an opponent like Brian is not going to lose easily, so he's going to have to go that place. Stewie's almost kind of like Randy Orton mixed with Ilya Dragunov. He hears voices, but then he goes to that middle rope and hits an H-bomb, and it's lights out normally. And after this will be the Krusty Krab Battle Royal, followed by Peter Griffin and Donald Duck in the main event. That Krusty Krab Battle Royale is going to feature people like SpongeBob, Patrick, Mr. Krabs, Doodle Bob. Squidward will be a part of it, but I'm going to let the last 3 be a surprise to everyone that, you know, let's just say if you're a SpongeBob SquarePants fan, you like the show, you're going to be greatly surprised with that, the last 3 in that. Stewie's kind of having a rough start to this matchup, and that, I did not mean that, pun intended, but that is a good pun if you think about it, you know, Brian being a dog. Look at that. The walls of Stewie rolled into him. Brian found a way out of it, because that very well could have been lights out for old Brian if Stewie was able to hold on to that, because it's a devastating move, especially on your low back. And now Stewie with a big boot. This is kind of a, I don't know if this is a predictable, I think it's unpredictable. I really don't know who I favor, goodness. Brian covers Stewie Griffin. And Brian's never won a title, but you got to think about it. Stewie has won every championship except the Intercontinental Championship. Brian, you know, trying to become a, you know, I mean, he's got a long way to go if he wants to be a Triple Crown champ, just like Peter, just like Stewie. It's crazy how Stewie and Peter are the only Triple Crown champions we've ever had in this universe mode, and maybe we'll see a couple more. Some examples would be that, you know, like Mordecai, he was a world champ at one time, also a tag champ at one time. He would need probably the Intercontinental Championship if he was going to become a Triple Crown champ. I'm trying to think of a couple other examples for you guys, but we'll pay more attention to this match because they're doing great stuff. Torpedo. Stewie, that's wraps. That might be. Unless Brian is able to power out, and he does at the last second. Left shoulders up. Now, what else do you need to see if you're a Stewie fan? What do you got to see Stewie do to get this dub? Meanwhile, we don't know what Brian is capable of, so that makes him more of a threat to Stewie than we think. Possibly going to need to see a buckle bomb if he will do it. I'm not sure if he wants to do a buckle bomb on his friend or not. Right now, I mean, Brian, his health is lower than Stewie's, but maybe Stewie's regenerates faster. I'm not sure the physics of that. But now Brian crossbody, he reaches him. That's more than halfway across the ring that he just flew off a springboard. Ankle lock. Is it Perk Brian time? He sits down with it. That's diabolical. Stewie has a free leg that he's using to kick the paw. Brian, he didn't like it. He got kicked in the paw. But Stewie, damage has already been done. Possibly not enough. Now Brian. Oh no, he just raked the back of Stewie. He hit a finisher. Pulls him away from the rope as much as he possibly could. And we almost had a new champion. I mean, right now, the new champion crowd is 0-1 because Sonic and Tails retain against Mario and Sonic. I mean, not Mario and Sonic. Mario and Luigi. What am I talking about? I need to get off I need to stay off the weed. Brian. He's grabbed. Wait. Elbows to the stomach of Stewie. I can't tell when they don't have an ability there. See, right now Stewie has a signature, but you cannot tell if Brian has a signature, which makes it more deadly. It could come out of anywhere at any time. But he's not going to use it right now. He's sticking to this simple stuff to try to get a hobbled Stewie, because a hobbled champion can't do half the stuff that he does. Now he's stunned. That's a perfect move. He's stunned, and he's choking him with the top rope. This is that level of uncomfortability that you got to be willing to go to if you are the challenger trying to beat the champion. Brian to the top rope. Calls Stewie to a standing base. Dives. Oh no! Stewie caught him, body slam. Okay, well, you know what? He just body slammed him, but I'm impressed that he caught him. That didn't really help that much, because now Brian is planning his next attack, his next finisher possibly. Taking his sweet time. He's being very calculated, methodical. I'm not sure if Brian is that, is those words in Family Guy or not, but Stewie, you know, he definitely can go and do anything at any moment. Especially if he wants to hit a handspring cutter. He can pull that off very easily. Connected with Brian on the handspring cutter. Now he's waiting, stalking him. Turns him around, knee, clothesline. Stewie. Oh, he was going to go up top, but Brian was out of the way. Double axe handle. Cruiserweight champion chilling with two finishers. Top rope, Stewie, what are you thinking? Oh no, he missed. He absolutely, completely missed. The champion left the door open. Brian, what are you doing? Brian, you could have capitalized, and now you get hit with a second torpedo for your lack of urgency in that moment. He might have cost himself. He did. Brian sold the bag, man. Stewie retains. This guy is one of the longest champions we've ever had, no matter what belt it is. This guy is on a run. Putting down Brian. He beat Curious George and Bart Simpson. Cat in the Hat got beat by him twice. He beat Jerry the Mouse. I mean, what a dominant reign. And as you see, take a look. We obviously have the regulars. You know, SpongeBob, Squidward, Patrick, Mr. Krabs, Doodle Bob. He's made an appearance before, but look at the other three. You got Barnacle Boy, you got Mermaid Man, and Man Ray. Now, I don't watch too much SpongeBob, but I think that those characters made a pretty big impact in the show, in the episodes that they were in. So maybe one of these guys, they're meant to be a champion to challenge Plankton for the Intercontinental Championship. And I'm not sure what to expect here. but we're gonna find out together. Who would you pick as a prediction? I mean, obviously the favorite is SpongeBob, but actually no, SpongeBob would not be the favorite because he is historically terrible in battle royals. You know, he's never won a Royal Rumble. He's never won a battle royal, I don't believe. He's a great singles wrestler, but as far as battle royales go and Royal Rumbles, SpongeBob's not the best. I mean, Patrick's pretty good. Mr. Krabs is pretty good in these type of settings. Wait a minute, Man Ray and Mermaid Man team up to eliminate SpongeBob. Why? That is going to make so many people mad in the comments that SpongeBob went out that early. But he has to take the walk of shame back to his pineapple. He has to go back to the pineapple. But meanwhile, we got 7 superstars. 3 of them are new. 1 of them has already been here once. Now Barnacle Boy, he had Doodle Bob in position. Just not sure what happened there. Mermaid Man might be getting eliminated by Barnacle Boy. He's trying to get him out of here. Not sure if it's going to work, but there's a double team. Barnacle Boy and Man Ray. What are they doing? They're trying to get... Why are they're working together on Mermaid Man? What are we seeing here? I'm not sure if this is like lore accurate or not, but I have no idea. Like, what are we seeing here, folks? Man Ray has Barnacle Boy up. He's tipped over and gone. So now we have 6 people in this match. Lumbar check. No, it got countered by Mermaid Man. Now Patrick, he goes for a ride. Do you see the characters in the corner? This is the way that this is a PC modded arena somehow. And it's like the characters can't walk. Like when they get eliminated, they can't. Like the next time I pan the camera, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. They can't walk through to the back, so they just keep walking in place right now. But I'd rather not show it because it's kind of embarrassing on the creator's part of this. Oh wow, that looked like a Peter kick. That for sure did. Maybe Man Ray is gonna get copyrighted for that. I mean, take a look around you. The fans in the Krusty Krab. I mean, what would you do if you were in the Krusty Krab and you had the opportunity to watch a battle royale? I mean, oh, pile driver. Krabs has beaten Plankton with that move before. And if you haven't watched the Waffle House Royal Rumble, on that episode, Plankton beat Mr. Krabs for the IC title. Or actually in the IC title defense. There's a Crab of Death connecting. Doodle Bob might be getting thrown over if Mr. Krabs will do it. Here we go. Doodle Bob thrown over. Mr. Krabs misses the first time. Connects the second time. Both feet hit the floor. We're down to 5. We got 3 OGs and 2 new guys in here. Check it out. Back suplex. Squidward standing tall over Mermaid Man. He's going to take the fight to Mr. Krabs. Sidewalk slam from Man Ray. I'm not sure who Plankton would want to win in this situation. I mean, he's beaten Krabs before. He maybe want to, run it back. He's 3-1 in singles competition against Mr. Krabs. That's an interesting stat to keep in mind. Plankton has never beaten Patrick. And then, of course, he actually has never beaten Squidward. So, thanks to interference via Mr. Krabs that one time on that one Halloween episode, Squidward was able to get a W over Patrick. And speak of Patrick, look at this. Oh wait, in the background, Man Ray just got stopped doing that Constantine special. I thought Patrick was going to be eliminated by Krabs. We're using that free roam camera. By the way, oh wait, Krabs eliminated. Patrick tells him bye. Get out of here. Get out of your own store. Go back and flip some burgers. Because I know SpongeBob's back there somewhere probably. Squidward, I mean, is he the favorite at the moment? And as soon as I say that, he's going to get drilled with a Death Valley driver. So Patrick might be the favorite. You can't say a new signee or somebody making a one-time appearance is going to be a favorite. But you never know. I mean, Squidward was a 3-time Intercontinental Champion. He was the very first person to ever win a title twice. And he's defeated Patrick for it twice. Like, I mean, whenever a match was contested for that title. You know, SpongeBob is probably devastating for him because he wanted to get back in that title picture. Oh, one tentacle squid. Mr. Krabs is just walking in place, getting his exercise. Man Ray, he gets dropped. Squidward coming after him. Slowly lifting him up. Discus punch. And now Patrick looking to wait. Squidward decides he's going to take care of him. Oh, wait a minute. What are we doing here, guys? The botches keep coming, but now Man Ray. Whoa! I thought he was pulling off Plankton's move for a sec, but he added another step to it. He kind of just did the backflip and then landed. Man Ray looks dominant. He's got maybe 2 eliminations, maybe the half elimination if you get factor in the SpongeBob elimination. Mermaid Man just about had a finisher for him. When he gets picked up like a sack of potatoes and thrown, that would have been sick if he went over the top rope. Whoa! That's the only guy that can match Man Ray for, you know, power for power. Man, oh man, look at Squidward trying to get Mr. Mermaid Man up out of here. He's trying his hardest. It's not looking likely. Maybe it is. He's holding on just by a thread. He's barely hanging on, and he goes after the shin. That gets Squidward off of him. Meanwhile, in the background, you saw Man Ray surviving a finisher attempt from Patrick. Man Ray, what are we looking for here? Patrick might be done. Squidward is... Oh, no, he's eliminated. You're down to 3. Man Ray, Patrick, Mermaid Man, take your pick. Patrick thrown over. Man Ray, what are you doing? You could have tried to eliminate him, but maybe he sensed, you know, sneak attack from behind. Patrick, he was kind of given a opportunity. Whoa, what just happened there? So many moments in this match making me question what's happening in this game. But now Mermaid Man walks to the corner trying to get rid of Man Ray. He's pushing. Trying as hard as he can. I don't know if he has enough. He does not. What is he doing? He's outside the ring. How do you do that? I don't know, but he just walked through the ropes again, and now look at this F10 from Patrick to Mermaid Man. Now Patrick with Man Ray. He has a finisher. Man Ray might be taking a trip outside the ring to the floor. We got Mermaid Man and Patrick, who's going to challenge Plankton in his first title defense at 2K25. It might be Mermaid Man. No, it's not. Patrick eliminates him. So we're going to book it. It will be maybe episode 2. We're eventually going to see a title defense from Plankton against Patrick Starr. So strap up, put your seatbelt on for that. You do not want to miss a Plankton match because he is one of the absolute most talented people in this entire universe. But here comes Donald. You want to speak about talented? This guy is talented. He also, you may not understand him sometimes and his motives, why he does stuff, but you understand that he wants that championship back that Peter has. You know that Peter is historically bad on first title defenses because every single time Peter has held a championship, whether it's world title, tag, or IC, he has lost every single time on the first title defense, and his second world title reign he had ended in 5 minutes because Donald cashed in and beat him. So it was only right for Peter to be able to cash in on Donald and, you know, a couple episodes ago and take that belt from him. You know, Peter and Stewie and me we teamed up and beat Donald, Goofy, and Mickey in a War Games match on the episode 54. So definitely that's an interesting match if you haven't already checked that out. And I will say a few more details as far as 2K25's status. They fixed the online stuff as far as the community creations tab is easier to access. I have about, as far as creations downloaded, I will say maybe 30 something. I like the creations. Some of them I'm actually having to adjust. The only creation I've actually made by myself, I would say at the moment, is Captain Underpants, because it's easy to make. You put a face on a guy that's in a ginormous diaper and a big, fat guy, and put a red cape around him, and that's Captain Underpants. You know what? I'll tell you right now, anything that I put on community creation, like I've already uploaded championship belts, what the new belts are going to look like. I uploaded them on the community creations tab. You can search with your custom hashtag and just, in all caps, Matt2K, or you can type in cartoon wrestling and you can find those creations, download them yourself. The belts are out there. I will be putting some superstars out there that I fix up and make. Whoa! Roll up from Donald. That got reversed. Again. He kicks out. I mean, we got arguably, would this be the biggest main event that we've had between the, world title contenders? I'm trying to recall a possibly larger, as far as the stakes goes, bigger main event than this, and I'm kind of coming up blank because this is a huge main event. Referee did a whole entire 360 circle, and then there's a kick out. But if Peter connects, it could be over immediately. Donald saw it coming from right field, and he has a signature. There's a knee strike. Now you got Peter Griffin just beating up on the lower legs of Donald. Let's do a just for sake of nostalgia. We will take a look back at every world champion that we've had. Well, I'll just start with the beginning of 2K24. Shrek carried that title into 2K24, the premiere. Look at Donald throwing up the 1 right now, but Shrek, his reign ended via cash-in. Mordecai cashed in and beat him. Look at the running knee strike covered by Donald on Peter. And he kicks out. Then Mordecai was the champion after his cash in. He dropped the title to Quagmire. Oh my God, Quagmass. We might see a 3-time champ. He's got to beat Peter if he's going to tie him. He's got to tie him for most world title reigns. Peter's got 3, Donald's got 2. Then the title, I remember, went back to Mordecai after Quagmire had a little reign. And then Mordecai dropped it to Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson dropped it to Peter. That would have been Peter's 2nd overall title run. That's when Donald cashed in his Money in the Bank. Donald had the greatest run we've ever seen. He dropped it to Goku via the controversial Charles Robinson screw job. He gained it back from Goku, and then he dropped it to Peter after Peter cashed in a few episodes ago. So that's kind of the world title, a summary, a little cliff note version of what happened, but it's a lot more controversial than the way I just put it. Peter, he might be putting Donald down for good after that. The Peter kick to the face and kick out. Donald still in this fight. He's not going anywhere just yet. He's hit a lot of big moves, but Donald is a very resilient competitor. He just lifted him up, elbow to the eye socket. He's not down with that. Peter, fireman carry. Beak first onto the rope. He's down. I'm very curious to see, is there going to be any involvement by any other superstar? We're going to have a straight up one-on-one. There is absolutely no way that I just jinxed it. You're kidding. This is like the most... Mickey Mouse is out here. Why? And we got a surprise roll up from Donald. Kick out at 1 though, because Peter is just, you know, he's got eyes in the back of his head. He kind of figured he was going to get rolled up. I think it's only right if Peter finds a way to make it even before this matchup is officially over. Now Donald goes to the top. Look at this springboard cutter. Peter rolled out of the ring before Donald could capitalize with a quack mask. He hits a roundhouse and then got him again with a quack mask. Peter to lose his title like the other defenses, but no. He's trying to break that streak of losing championships on the first title reign. He's done that every single reign he's had, and he needs to beat a game Donald Duck to prevent it from happening once more. Very challenging to do. It's just very challenging to beat Donald twice. He beat him just by a cash in, but he did pin him though. It was a legit cash in that he pinned him in a triple threat. Peter, you know, he squashed Mordecai in a minute, and now Donald is looking to get this over with. Possibly this is a step in the right direction. He just dove and took him down. Peter, he looks like he is absolutely getting destroyed at the moment. Donald is in his element. The sick look on his face. Donald is willing to take it anywhere that he needs to take it. Peter is lifted up by Donald Duck. Irish whip counters him. I mean, I'm trying to get a vibe. If you're watching the live premiere, who are you pulling for? And if you're in the comments of it after the video is posted, definitely let me know who you're pulling for. Peter has a signature. And by the way, just a message for everyone. If you're watching the live premiere and you miss a match, definitely be sure to go back and see whatever match that you missed. The knees were up from Donald because, you know, the video can be seen after the live premiere, but Donald might have just folded the world champion. Kick out at, okay, well, what else is he gonna have to do? 2 quack masses, flying knee strikes, and this is what I was talking about. Stewie Griffin's music is playing. I don't see the Cruiserweight champion. It's just a part of Peter's plan with the production crew. He takes Donald to the corner, lifts him up high. What are you thinking? Avalanche white noise, possibly, but that's countered. Quack mask misses into, oh my God, he missed it, and it gets hit with a Peter kick. Donald sold the bag in that last moment. Peter was 2 steps ahead, and that is it. Peter retains. That was a hectic last few seconds there. Peter Griffin still the world champion. He leads us into the 2K25 era. You will see him as your world champion. I'm not sure what Donald's direction is going to be, but if you're a fan of Donald, you definitely want to tune in as we make that swap in the next week or two. Again, thank you guys for the support. 2K25 Cartoon Wrestling is in the works, so subscribe and hit the notification bell, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Oh, Mr. Booze. Oh, Mr. Booze.